Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here is the full list of Infernity P.U.N.K post new psychic support cards. So my procedure is fantastic. It can add E-tele on normal summon and when it is special summoned by a monster effect. But it also has a second ability where if you banish this card, it can special summon itself by paying 1000 life points. It's an extender and starter, which is fantastic. Then a second card is a Psychic Minister. I'm just running it as a one-off because it can special summon itself from your hand if you control a psychic monster. This is great for running just as a one-off because you can search it off Jam Dragon Drive. I think that's enough. Maybe you could run it as two, but one is perfectly fine. Then you run a triple Psychic Blaster. It's a level 6, it can decide itself to either special summon a psychic monster from your hand or banish pile, so it can act as a starter for Mind Procedure to add emergency teleport without using your normal summon, but it also can be a extender for any P.U.N.K monster because throughout the combo you will banish a P.U.N.K level 3 monster with rising scale, so Psychic Blaster can be a extender and starter, but it also has another ability where if it is in the graveyard you can pay 1000 life points to special summon it by banishing a psychic from the graveyard. So this means that this plus any other level 3 goes into MK2, which is fantastic going second. It's a good extender, it's a fantastic card. Then of course you have the P.U.N.Ks, you have triple Zami, triple Sharkusa, one Dirno, triple Rising Scale, triple Foxy Tune and just double Ogre. I'm running 2 Ogre because it is a good card to draw, to actually keep the deck more consistent, but you don't want to add P.U.N.K cards, P.U.N.K monsters to your hand, you want to special summon them via Foxy Tune or Rising Scale, but Rising Scale and Ogre Dance are fantastic pairing because Ogre Dance will add a P.U.N.K monster from your deck to your hand and Rising Scale can banish this Ogre Dance to summon Sharkusa and just keep the combo rolling. That's fantastic. Of course the Fiendsmiths, you have Rhino, Stygian. I'm not running Ares anymore because the thinking of the plan of this deck is to actually either draw Archfiend or Necromancer. If you draw Archfiend, you can just send Stygian and not Archfiend. If you draw a Necromancer, you just send Archfiend and Stygian, so you can just special Necromancer, special Archfiend and go from there. But if you don't draw any of Necromancer and Archfiend, you just do the regular P.U.N.K combo where you send Archfiend from Cherubini, then you revive Archfiend through Crush Ship. So that's the main game plan. Of course the triple E-tele, one launcher, one Reaper, one break, double barrier. I'm just running MK2 because it's a fantastic extender, it's a good going second card, while for example the Silent Psychic Magician, it is a good extender, but it can lock me into special summoning only psychic monsters, and Chaos Cross Archfiend is a good card, but it's a level 8, and the problem is that I would probably want to summon Jam Dragon Drive more because it's a P.U.N.K monster, it's a great card, it has the ability to add any psychic monster, so it can add Mind Procedure, and if you have Psychic Blaster you can special summon it, or even if you didn't commit your normal summon, I mean you have triple E-tele, so it's very likely that will happen. You can just normal summon it and get another E-tele, so that's fantastic. Okay, so now we'll just show some replays on how the deck performs and we'll see. Okay, so as we can see, we have E-tele, we have Finsmith, Foxytune and Xiamin. We go E-tele for Shirakusai, of course. We use both for Rising Carp, okay, Xiamin, and Deer Note, effect for Rising Scale. So the main difference now for punks is that we can freely go into Jam Dragon Drive and not use the Deer Note effect to revive any punk monster, because Rising Scale can banish any punk monster from the graveyard to actually revive the Deer Note from the graveyard, which is fantastic because we have a synchro punk monster on the field. For Jam Fever, it can also this Jam Dragon Drive will add a level 3 extender, which is, of course, I'm just chain blocking. And we added the Mind Procedure because we didn't actually normal summon, so we used the normal summon, pay 2000, add E-tele, and here we have Jam Fever. We go into Cherubini, where we have two extenders. We have E-tele plus Rising Scale, which is bonkers. We have Engraver, which is absolutely okay. We can just go, you know, Requiem, summon Engraver from your hand, which is also absolutely okay. You don't have to be sending you don't have to always summon the Lacrima, the main deck Lacrima from the deck. You can just summon Engraver if you ever draw it in your hand. Okay, let's see. Okay, Cherubini, of course, standard, Rhinos and Archfiend using Rising Scale. Okay, now we'll revive the Deer Note as I stated. Okay, E-tele for the second minister, now Requiem, and just summon it from your hand. Okay, Cross Ship, trigger Deer Note, summon Fusion, Cross Ship will trigger, and summon Archfiend. Yep, add the Necromancer, Proxy, we have two Fiends, for Duke of Demise, trigger Proxy, Necromancer revive Archfiend, add another Necromancer, use Duke of Demise, another normal summon, we go into Echo Talker, Archfiend again, Launcher. Yeah, as you can see, this deck is a lot more free now. It cannot, you just don't have to, you know, go straight line, you know, the Fusion, the Rising Carp, in order to go into Cherubini, then into Cross Ship. You can just, you know, play around the interruptions easier. And as you can see, we have Echo Talker, Cerberus protecting Zelantis and Echo Talker, Finsmith Sequence for the Omni Negate, you have Archfiend, we have Break, Double Barrier, we have Jam Fever, so it's absolutely impossible for the opponent to break this. Okay, activate, okay, Echo Talker Negate, yep, Barrier, and the dragon does nothing. And this set is also does nothing. We can also just tribute summon it with this barrier because they are left with no cards and the opponent surrenders. Okay, the next duel is we are going first, so as you can see we open Psychic Blast plus Mind Procedure. We can just special summon it. They imperm the Mind Procedure because it's absolutely valid. Then we go into Rising Carp. As you can see, we have so many more extenders now. We have Rising Scale, we have Jam Dragon Drive, we can just freely summon it. We protect ourselves from Nibiru or any other hand trap. We have more extenders for Psychics, as in Psychic Minister, we have the Psychic Blaster, we have so many other extenders now, which is fantastic. As you can see now, we banished the Mind Procedure to summon MK2 and revive the Stygian Street Patrol. Okay, then we summon the Scarlet Sorrow. Okay, Sequence, Shuffle Back, Duke. So as you can see, we have so much extension now. we have Stygian, we have Necromancer, Archfiend, Duke of Demise, another Necromancer. Aerial Eater will send another Fiend from the deck, albeit this time is just Archfiend. Necromancer again. So this deck really cannot really be stopped by just one hand trap. I mean, unless you just draw like 5 Infernities plus Zamin, I mean that's valid then, but you'll not be drawing this that badly because you have 3 E-tele, 3 Procedure, 3 of Psychic Blaster. You have so much free special summoning cards, you know, that you'll not break on those. Okay, in the next second, so as you can see, we're playing as Blue Eyes Dark Magician, I don't know. But anyway, they have 2 interruptions. Okay, so we are using Deer Note, use Zamin. Okay, they're using Drill Beam to negate and banish my Zamin, using Rising Scale. It gets impermed, of course. It's a good card. And as you can see, we use Psychic Blaster to just summon the Zamin. Special summon Lacrima from the deck. You send Engraver, then Engraver shuffle back Moon. For Psychic Sequence, shuffle back. For Duke of Demise, as you can see, we can because we were in a bad position because we drew Stygian and Archfiend. Stygian will always banish itself to either summon Archfiend or Necromancer, but since we drew it, we cannot really get it out of our hand unless we draw Foxy Tune or search it. But since our Zamin was negated, we couldn't get to Foxy Tune. So in this case, Sequence is super flexible because you can either summon Aerial Eater or Duke of Demise. So Duke of Demise can allow you to do another normal summon, and Aerial Eater is allowing you to send Stygian or Archfiend from the deck to your graveyard. So it's fantastic that we have both of these level 6 fusions because they really do complement each other. Anyway, yeah, it's just easy to continue the combo. You can banish level 6 for Proxy of Magician, use this for Aerial Eater, summon to send a Necromancer, banish Stygian, add Archfiend, use Launcher to discard Necromancer, and then you can also summon the Cross Ship, as you can see, and then leave the fusion in this zone, so you can just trigger Cross Ship anyway, so you don't even need the P.U.N.K fusion. Okay, of course, Zelantis, because we don't have NXCs. Archfiend again, break, Zelantis, Necromancer, Archfiend and Zelantis. Of course, Archfiend gets another barrier. Moon, Archfiend again. We'll add another barrier. Cerberus. Going to Echo Talker. I actually forgot that we were going second in this game, but it's all good. I don't think the opponent is playing through break, barrier plus Echo Talker plus Zelantis. That's absolutely impossible. We basically have all the negations in the world. We have a break, pop and everything. So yeah, and the next duel we are... Okay, so as you can see, we are going first. We open Psychic Blaster, place Mind Procedure, pay 2000 to add E-tele. E-tele will summon Sharakusa, of course. Going to Rising Carp effect. I don't know why did he use the Joyce Room, by the way. If he was a little bit more patient, he would have banished maybe like my Necromancer or Archfiend. I don't know. Okay, by the way, we just extend through. We're going to Turbini, Jam Fever, of course, Rising Scale, and as you can see, we also didn't use our normal summon. We used Deer Note again, to summon the fusion, Crush Ship Archfiend, add Necromancer, use Proxy of Magician, to summon Duke of Demise, to summon Necromancer. Necromancer will revive Archfiend once again. To add the third Necromancer, go into Echo Talker, Necromancer, revive Archfiend once again. So as you can see, the only thing that we need is 2 level 3s to go into the Turbini, to send Rhino, to send Archfiend, and then if we have Rising Scale we can just go into the Fusion, the Rising Carp, and then go into the Crush Ship and revive Archfiend and just do this combo. As you can see, we have used Reaper, of course, Archfiend to grab barrier, and the opponent surrender, because why the hell would they summon Druid's Form for nothing to clog up both Unicorn and Fenrir. By the way, they're playing some Regenesis cards. They're interesting cards, but they're not bad, I guess. So in conclusion, this deck got so much better and more consistent. We have so many more starters. In Mind Procedure, in Psychic Minister, we have Psychic Blaster. E-tele is searchable now, so for the future we have basically like 6 E-teles, or maybe 9 with Psychic Blaster. MK2 is fantastic. It's a extender, as you can see, in the duels. And also the one card that I forgot to mention is the Vermilion Dragon Mech. As you can see, once per turn you can banish 1 tuner from your hand or graveyard, or face-up field to target a card on the field to destroy. And if it is destroyed by a card effect, you can target one of your banished tuner to add it to your hand. So the point is that Psychic Blaster plus Mind Procedure can result into 2 Vermilion Dragon Mech, banish Mind Procedure to destroy itself, to add the Mind Procedure from your banish zone. So as you can see, we have some good ways to actually get back the Mind Procedure, to add another E-tele, so you can go into more punk cards, because this deck actually now has a grind game, because you have Mind Procedure. If it gets banished you can special summon it. You have Psychic Minister, which can banish a monster on the field. We have Psychic Blaster that can also special summon itself from the graveyard. We have Zamin, of course. Sharakusai probably won't be used after the fusion of Rising Carp, but it's also a good card to have as a additional punk name, you know. Rising Scale. When you have a full graveyard of punk monsters, this card is broken. When you draw it as a for the 3rd turn, and Foxyton is also good because you don't have to use the discard effect. You can just special summon on the field by tributing any punk monster. Deer Note is so much more viable with Rising Scale. Ogre is okay, just to raise the consistency of the deck. And yeah, I think this is a very viable build. You could probably just, you know, put SP Little Knight instead of Cerberus, but I like Cerberus because it offers protection to Zelantis and Echo Talker, but that's also an option. So there are many good options. You can also run X-Saber Gothams because these cards are Earth monsters, so you can go into Gothams to actually hand loop. You can also go into this card, but it's a bit older now. So yeah, that's it for the video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and see you soon, and goodbye.